And finally, the way Americans treat depression might be about to change. The Food and Drug Administration has just approved the country's first at-home brain stimulation device, a headset that promises a drug-free option at a time when depression is affecting more people than ever. Created by a Swedish tech company, the device sends a mild electrical current to the part of the brain that controls mood. It's already being used in Europe, but this is the first time U.S. regulators have given it the green light. In our report, we break down how it works, why it's getting so much attention, and what it could mean for millions looking for a new way to feel better.
In a landmark move that could reshape how depression is treated in the United States, the Food and Drug Administration, or the FDA, has approved the country's first at-home brain stimulation device. This offers patients a drug-free alternative at a time when depression numbers have reached alarming levels. The device, developed by Swedish health tech company Flow Neuroscience, uses a gentle electrical current to stimulate the dorsolateral prefrontal cortex. It is a part of the brain involved in regulating mood. The treatment, known as transcranial direct current stimulation, has been used in parts of Europe for years. But until now, it had faced scientific skepticism and regulatory delays in the U.S. Designed for home use under remote clinical supervision, the headset delivers low-level electrical current during 30-minute sessions. Patients typically follow a 12-week schedule. 5 sessions per week for the first 3 weeks, then 2 or 3 weekly sessions thereafter. The company plans to launch the headset in the U.S. by prescription in the second quarter of 2026. The expected retail price of the device will be between $500 to $800. The company is currently in discussions with insurers and hopes to announce coverage options in early 2026. The FDA cleared the device for adults aged 18 and older with moderate to severe major depressive disorder. This can be used either as a standalone therapy or in combination with medication or psychotherapy, as long as the patient is not considered medication-resistant. According to the company, in Europe, the UK, Switzerland, and Hong Kong, more than 55,000 people have already used the device. The FDA based its approval on a mid-stage clinical trial in which 58% of patients achieved remission after 10 weeks. Some of them were already receiving therapy or medication. The agency also reviewed a larger 2024 Phase 2 trial involving 174 adults that showed significant improvement compared with a control group. In its decision, the FDA noted that while the device's benefits are modest, they probably outweigh risks, which are largely limited to headaches, tingling, and mild skin irritation. Skin burns were reported only when users reused or dried out the electrode pads. Still, the treatment remains a contested field. A 2023 trial published in The Lancet found the technology offered no more benefit than a placebo. Other studies, including several funded by Flow, have reported positive results. The approval comes against the backdrop of soaring depression rates. According to the U.S. Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, depression diagnoses have jumped 60% in the past decade, and now affects more than 20 million adults annually. Against this landscape, clinicians and patients are searching for alternatives to antidepressant medications, which can cause side effects when used long-term. If widely adopted, the device could open the door to a new chapter in mental health treatment.
I was born into revolution. I inherited power like a crown. What I delivered was isolation. I built a personality cult that touched every home. Millions suffered hunger under my rule, but no one dared to speak. I ruled from palaces. My people queued for rice. I called myself the dear leader. History calls me something else, the dictator. Who am I?